importantly, we can feel it as we enter the Land of Dawn. Let's see just how well the tension in the air and the hype in the air will translate in game, OSX.
Yeah, it hypes up even our road to M5 in the Philippines like we never left M4. The hype is real now. It's Echo versus ONIC meeting for the first time. Debut Heroes is up. Sanji is rocking the Julian for this game.
Yeah, like, I mean, Renmar, you pretty much pointed this out, right? Now, the thing that I really want to see is how good or how is the ability for Yawi to actually utilize the Kadita here, because we've actually seen it falter in as much as it's worked for teams, right? So that's going to be crucial here for Yawi. I'm sure he's able to pull it off, but still, ONIC Philippines can play around that, because as long as they can protect who they need to on their lineup, they don't get bursted down, Nets should be able to unleash with this carry, especially mid to late game already.
Oh, look
in
at
the
that.
mid lane, Sanji taking some poke here.
Yeah, I like that Nets actually picked up the Purify as his battle spell. He does need that, but it will put more pressure on the hands of Kekadut and Sensui with being able to provide the peel for Nets to give him the space when Echo decides to dive their gold laner. For Echo, though, it's good that they actually went for, again, having the Yuzhong and the Kadita together means you unlock the double Petrify combination, which is annoying to go up against, especially into the mid to the late game team fights.
Yeah, something tells me that they both they have to have that if they want to protect Benicudi. Benicudi is on the Inspire, while Kekadut, Ruby is on a Flicker. So there's always chances for the surprise picks or surprise setups that they can actually dive and do. So Echo needs to have their eyes open for Benicudi to have a proper laning stage, but now seems like it's ONIC trying to give much space early game and for the first turtle of this match.
First turtle of the game going to be up for grabs here. Sanford with the Black Dragon form gets the knockup there. Sensui gets quite low. Still able to secure the first turtle of the game, though. They're still going at it in the pit. Carl Teasy barely escaping this one. They're still unleashing. Everybody trapped in a bad position as Super Prince falls here. Multiple members of Echo less than half health.
It honestly looked like ONIC would be winning that team fight plus the turtle. Echo was able to get one back, and we saw it already. Doesn't need to wait until the mid game. The double Petrify stopped ONIC from getting away without a scratch.
Well, speaking of not getting a scratch, for those of you at home watching this, don't wait onto mid game. You have the QR code, scan it, type it, redeem what you want to have. It's all eyes on Echo right now. Carl Teasy missed that retribution.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that was actually just a tough situation to be in for, I mean, everybody that even got trapped in that turtle pit there. But one thing also, as this game transitions, is you have to respect how much work needs to be done from Nets on this carry, especially with that range. But right now, they're going to be pressing the situation even more, trying to cut off Yawi here, pushing them way behind enemy lines as Yawi gets punished and goes down.
And that was a prime example of why Ruby is such a strong pick. One click of that second skill completely stopped Yawi, but Carl Teasy forced the flicker out of Kekadut.
Great job to get that flicker out. They're still going to give it a go here. Sensui getting poked down quite low. Look at the damage. It's too much from Benicudi. They get a kill here top side. And just one step after another, Echo trying to build the lead here.
Slowly getting those kills right heading into the mid game. Something tells me right now that Echo needs to up their game in terms of damage, because there's a lot of CC coming out from ONIC. You have the pull, you have the heavy spin. There's a lot of ways that Nets could have a good angle. But there's one thing that they need to worry about. This mid game power spike of Echo could mean something, could be deadly if they cannot even evade that possibility.
Yeah, so far ONIC are doing a great job of respecting Yawi's combo as the Kadita. They've sidestepped it a couple of times now that really made sure that Echo wouldn't find a very quick snowball. Kekadut here has the information. This will still be a good contest for both teams. You might actually see a full-on fight here with how many bodies there are around the turtle, but it seems like it's going to be 5v4. No, looks like we're going to go 5v5. They're dancing around the turtle like it's a lord.
They want this one right here. Sanford, the Black Dragon form, going to go right behind enemy lines. The damage is there. Super Prince tries to flicker out. He's quite low himself. Escapes with the Black Dragon form. Nobody goes down. Turtle's still going to be up. Oh, hold that thought. Ryota getting punished here. Falls himself, and now a turtle for the taking.
Great team fight by both teams. You saw ONIC couldn't respond to Ryota's dive into the back line, almost single-handedly taking out Sanji, but Echo sticking to their guns and stopping the members of ONIC to go for the response into the team fight. They ended up going away with a turtle.
Sticking their guns and sticking to the solutions. Echo has eyes on who is going to let out one ultimate from ONIC, knowing how heavy their CC skills are, but looking at the items, they would need defense from Echo. They would need to build that armor. Being in the front line, they would really need to protect that carry, because what they're waiting for is time for this carry to finally have a snowball. But so far, Echo is looking towards a beautiful sight by not making that happen. Now XP lane, it's being 8 by 2. You have Yuzong, you have Sanford, also has Yawi, by not letting Ryota loose.
Oh man, ONIC here. They cannot let this game go too much into the favor of Echo, because if they're not careful, this is going to be one of the most punishing mid-game power spikes you're going to feel. You're up against a Melissa, mainly physical damage, then you're up against a Kadita and a Julian together. Man.
They're going to try to get the burst down here. It's 2 versus 1. Ryota not going to be able to live for that burst there. So that's the second death now. Having a little bit of a rough start here for Ryota in the XP lane.
Well, talking about how Sensui managed to steal that orange and get another orange. Talking about vitamin C for this Akai, but now Carl TZ is going for additional ways to cope up with that stolen buffs. Now, this forces out Echo to peek and see on whose lane is will they aid.
Yeah, the vitamin C reference.
I was gonna say,
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, it's orange, man.
But it's perfect.
Yeah, right.
I get it. It's orange juice.
And there.
We had it earlier upstairs.
Yeah, we did.
With carrots.
Downstairs, though,
oh,
you see the tower of Ryota already gone, and I like that Echo actually respected what Ryota brings to the table, what Lapu Lapu brings to the kit for ONIC, so they took him down as quickly as possible so that they have a slightly better advantage around the turtle fights.
Oh.
Well, right now they get this tier 1 on the top side. Turtle still being worked on here. Right now, Echo with the advantage in positioning. Unless Sensui can do something about it, Sanford going to use the Black Dragon form. Rest of the team now joining this fight, but ultimately going to be secured by Carl TZ here.
That was an easy turtle there for Echo. ONIC, though, still playing it very cautious. 2,000 gold lead, still hasn't gotten out of hand, and I liked how Kekadut actually rushed the Athena shield right away, because him staying alive in team fights with how relatively fast the cooldown is of the second skill, is going to be a good tool to have as long as possible for ONIC.
Yeah, he's the setup that ONIC Philippines can rely on. He needs a damage, or needs a defense rather, up against the items of Echo.
Yeah, speaking of defense, look, they're rushing all of the magic defense that they can get. You got the tough boots, you got radiant armor there onto the hands of Sensui, so good respect from ONIC. And now with that already locked in, they can start building the physical damage defense items for Sanford, Benny, and Carl.
Kekadut kind of out of position here. Just going to get cut off and just deleted just that quick. Regardless of having, some of these defensive items, it's looking tough here. So now they're going to be working on this top tier 1 turret as Echo's trying to, again, build this gold lead they already have. Forcing a flicker out here from Super Fritz. There's a lockdown, though. Going to be able to find Sanford. He's punished here. Nice pickup there for ONIC Philippines.
Sensui with a good pin down right with the aid of the tower's destruction. Now Carl TZ will might be trapped in one, but Echo's not stopping.
Oh wow.
Look at that CC there. Sensui.
Amazing.
Just getting deleted. Look at the damage from Benny Cutie, and this is why we see Melissa popping up more and more here throughout these early weeks of MPL Season 11.
Yeah, we've had 2 days in a row now of MVP Melissa games. My goodness, the amount of crowd control and follow-up damage Echo has in their kit. If ONIC are caught off guard first, it hurts.
No, you don't want that to happen. Well, if speaking of something that somebody has been busy, it's Nets was freely farming up top. So we can either say that slowly they're trying to get on with coping up those items for the damage that they need for Nets.
Yeah. As we get closer to the later portions of our game, the next big question now for ONIC is, will they be able to reach Benny QT in the team fights? Do they have enough dive to make it to Benny?
Well, another setup here in the mid lane. While that Lord is going to be up, there's the knock up there. No one ultimately going down just yet. Sensui, half health here. He's got to be careful. Look at that.
Man.
Benny Cutie just forcing them away. And again, doesn't even need the Inspire, right? That's just kind of how deadly Melissa is right now. Sanford using the Black Dragon form to secure this first Lord of the game by Carl TZ. They get it done. Now they're going to press the situation in the purple buff. It's Kekadu that falls.
Oh.
Sensui going to be the next target.
Sanji!
Sanji from the backside. Grabbing another kill. It's 2 down for ONIC Philippines.
Oh man, the reigning champions of the world still continuing their hot form. Their positioning, their timing, all of them across the board, near perfect. ONIC, they're doing everything they can to stop that. Here comes Yawi.
Oh, Yawi was looking for his own angle, not going to be able to find it, but lives to fight another day. Still, ONIC has to deal with the Lord bottom side, hold on to as many turrets in space as they can, because surely Echo is going to be pressing into the base here.
Now, Sensui and Kekadut down few seconds ago. Echo now has eyes on how to balance this team fighting capability. You remove the CC, you remove the soaker of the damages.
Yeah.
Now, items here, is this enough for Echo to go up against ONIC's defenses?
Oh yeah, definitely OSX. The massive lead that they have, closing in on 7,000. They can continue this good momentum. Let's see if Echo will commit anything here down bottom.
Well, so far the Black Dragon form did come out, but Lord going to be stopped here. ONIC Philippines should be able to just clear that fine. They still hold on to their inhibitor turrets. That's the best thing that can happen for them now.
Yeah, one of my biggest problems for the ONIC lineup is their lack of magic damage, but here comes the conceal play.
Conceal play come out. They're looking for Yawi here. Not going to be able to commit it. Now Sanji looking for a cutoff. Oh, Kekadut has to flicker out to survive. Could have been a bad situation again, but they're going to give up more space and the resources here in the jungle.
Yeah, it's a good thing Kekadut actually used that flicker to get away. In that scenario, it would have been worse if he was caught off. 2 minutes without a flicker is the trade I'd rather take there.
Yeah, and just how scary Sanji could be. That elephant just rising throughout the anime tames it a lot, no, right?
Yeah.
I love this skin. Man, I have not got it yet, but now, by looking at the player's gold, I say Benny Cutie is really having a good time.
Here we go.
Yeah, look at the
comes
damage,
down.
right?
Oh!
There you go. They're going to find a play here. They do get Carl Tizzi looking to punish
Oh!
him. Kekadu quite low. Benny Cutie comes in like a storm. Gonna grab
Goodness.
another one. Ryota falls. Chasing nets down. Flicker comes out.
Oh!
It's Sanji with a double. 3 members down for ONIC Philippines.
Talking about counter punish, Echo.
Oh my goodness, they found Carl Tizzi, but Echo found the rest of ONIC. Jeez Louise, what a counterplay.
The ending is right now.
Echo looking to punch in game number 1. One after another going to fall.
Oh.
Super Fritz can't do it. They're
1
all
million.
down here. Benny Cutie with a mega. And like that, Echo takes game 1.
Don't blink, says the Orcas. Echo manages to secure a counter punish, and by not wasting any second, heck, let's end the game.